This is Dorothea, and I thought I would do a voiceover for this video, time-lapse video. I normally do upcycled paintings, but in this case I was doing a couple of landscape paintings for an upcoming show, and I had still happened to have some old canvas, believe it or not, from my university years when I did fine art. So I cut it up into the proper dimensions and stapled it onto a board on my wall. Gessoed. Of course I'm painting with acrylics. They suit my temperament, and yeah, I just love them. I had done a few oils years back, and I like them, but there's something about acrylic painting that's more fun. So I'm painting after I got my dimensions out, 24 by 36, I painted an underpainting, and it's kind of fun because I'm just trying to lay down, guessing opposite colors of what I will be putting down. Usually the opposite color or the direct complementary will help to bring out the other color that you're painting in your final. Anyway, this is loose and fun and fast, and I like it. So I had visited this beach. My husband and I actually had gone to Maviette or Mavalette, whatever they call it. It's a little town in Nova Scotia, down on the South Shore, and we go there probably at least once a year. And we were, I don't remember if we were doing our taxes. We usually go to a hotel or a motel or something to do our taxes, but this may have been our way to visit my husband's aunt in Yarmouth, and she's 95 or 96 but still going strong, and so we visit her on occasion, once or twice a year. It's not very much, but that's what we do. So this actually motel that we chose was an unexpected delight, because we didn't realize the beach was so beautiful. And I think we got there, at this trip we got there, just my husband for a second. Anyway, we got there in the evening. We were driving a little bit late, so we were watching the sunset as we were driving, and it was gorgeous. And so by the time we got to the beach, or to the motel, which overlooks, this was the view from our room. By the time we got there, we got a few shots of the sunset, but it was a little too dark. But in the morning, the light was beautiful. It was cloudy in places, but the sun was peeking through on the dunes, and I took like 100 or 150 photos, I don't remember. Maybe not that many. Anyway, so it was a beautiful view, and yeah, I was trying to incorporate something in the foreground. There were some nice wooden Adirondack or Muskoka chairs, and I was thinking I could incorporate them, but that didn't work out. I don't do a lot of landscape painting as a rule. For one, to me it's not that much fun to just copy a photo that I've taken. It's not that inspirational for me. You know, I like color, and anyway, it's kind of fun to paint, but it's not my most favorite thing to do. I find that the upcycling that I'm working on now, upcycling, by that I mean I'm attaching things to the canvas for texture, things that would normally be thrown out. I will recycle them, clean them up, and put them on my canvas and paint over them. For me, that is absolutely 100% creative, and I love the way it develops. For me, these doing landscape paintings, what happened there was I was losing my lines for my 24 by 36 dimensions, so I had to try to reestablish them. Anyway, I was going to say something about landscape paintings. Nova Scotia, of course, is beautiful, but there are also very many wonderful landscape painters in Nova Scotia, and I think to do them well, I'd have to just keep painting landscapes for years and years and years and years and years and years. So yeah, that for me would be difficult because it's not that interesting for me. Anyway, so here comes a birdhouse. Oh, I let the cat out of the bag. Oh, I mean the bird. I let the birdhouse out of the bag. Anyway, this is a this is what I saw on my photograph, and there were kind of some scrubby bushes there. They weren't very pretty, and it was the time of year when there's like no foliage on the bushes, and they were kind of ready to, what was this, the fall or the spring? I think this was the fall. So they were ready to hunker down for the winter, and not very pretty. I tried to make them pretty, but anyway, what else can I say about this? I'm not very used to speaking. Speaking is not my forte, so I have to work at it. I would prefer to write a letter, but the more practice I get at speaking, I think the better I'll get. And I want to test to see how this has come out, this recording. I better stop it. Oh no, I'm almost done. So I'll let it go. I don't even know if I'm close enough to the microphone or what. So if this doesn't work out, I will just have to do it all over again, and that's okay. Practice makes perfect. So I have deleted a few videos, time-lapse videos of my painting here, because I was experimenting with the foreground, trying to get a good transition between the foreground and the foreground, or the background. There was a hill going down from our hotel there, motel, and that was a challenge to portray. Anyway, you'll see what happens. There were a lot more bird houses than just that one. There were kind of 5 or 6 spread out throughout the backyard of the motel, which is nice. Nice for visiting birds and nice for visiting people. There on the other side of the dunes was a lovely beach. and we did walk there before we left. The tide was out. Oh, there's another reason that I don't do a lot of painting by hand or by paintbrush, or that's more like detailed painting. It's because years ago I had developed some pretty serious carpal tunnel, and so now I'm trying to favor my wrist and not overwork it. When I do my upcycled painting, it doesn't require a lot of wrist work. So there's another reason. Oh, there you see the foreground's changing again. Oops, and there it's changing again. Gone are my well-defined bushes. And I felt the sky was a little too dark, so we'll just redo the sky. This is the benefit of painting with acrylics. When it's dry, we just paint over. And then the other problem with acrylics is that you can paint over and paint over and paint over and paint over. So this is pretty close to what I had to end up with. And well, that 10 minutes went fairly fast. I might redo this, I might not, but thanks for watching. Bye.